suspect. You think that's a freckle? I don't think so. Looks like he got pinned up right there. And then look through here. All these track marks all through here. Look at that one, and there's that one, all next to these veins.
I think we're gonna have to see the glutes. Bend over, turn around.
Look at this strong stringer tank top. No one could rock that like this. And look at these triceps.
It looks like Mark Wahlberg on steroids.
Those aren't real triceps, look at these lats. Look at that. Feel how oily the skin is. He claims it's
Synthol.
He claims it's Tiger Bomb.
I think it's synthol. It's seeping through.
It's called A-Bomb. It's called, buddy. Right.
A little suspect. And this guy, who has no hormones in his body at all.
I have a lot of estrogen.
He doesn't even lift, bro.
Estrogen's a hormone. This is for you.
Hopefully you guys are a little more appreciative than Smokey was that I just dedicated that whole PR, my whole biceps and my triceps and a little bit of my delt to him. He obviously didn't care. Mark obviously doesn't care that 275 may crush my face off. It's just a sad day here in my life, sad day at super training. No one cares what's going on with me. They just keep flexing about, living their dream, dancing about. Silent Mike checking in, howmuchyoubench.net, Super Training Gym, Mark Bell's Powercast, Reebok1.com, guys. Showing you guys a Sunday here at Super Training Gym. Here's my boy Smokey hitting some of his heaviest squats yet in the cycle. I haven't got footage of him lately. We've both been traveling. Our schedules have been here and there, but I am coaching him. I am prepping him for the same meet that I'm competing in June 12th. It's going to be his first meet in sleeves. I believe Smokey's best squat is around 525 or so in reps, maybe 545 in reps. Best bench is around 411, 415 or so. If I don't get it right, he's going to scream at me. And his best pull is maybe 545, 530 or so in a meet. So I'm pretty excited for him to get close to that same total, if not beat it. But this time in sleeves, he competes at 181. This is my second bench day of the week, kind of my lighter day, kind of my accessory day, kind of my static day. So we have 6 sets or so, 275 pounds, 6 sets of 5. Just showing you guys a few of them, give you the vibes. My form is a little different on this day. I do touch and go. I also don't wind up as hard. My back just gets so tight from all the conventional pulls and the heavy squats from the day before. Literally squat the day before this, and then I'll deadlift 2 or 3 days afterwards. So I want to save my back a little bit, you know what I mean? So we'll be a little lazy. As long as I get the work done and the speed's moving good, I don't really trip about it. So feet are out, feet are also flat. To bench my best, I think I'm going to coil up, get on my toes, pull that sucker into my big gut now, which all of you guys feel is necessary to tell me every single time in the comments that I've gained weight. It's like I didn't know I gained weight since last year. It's kind of weird. I want to thank you all for notifying me that. Smokey's hitting about 6 sets of 3 or so. 405 pounds is the 55-pound squat bar. This is probably the heaviest I think he told me that he's ever gone in sleeves. Normally he starts wrapping up around 400 pounds. Awesome to see his progress. Awesome to see his speed. And also his form just get better and better every single week. He hates squats. He likes deadlifts and he loves bench. He hates squats even though he's becoming a very efficient squatter. And I think in time he'll become a much better power lifter and squatter than I am. After my 6x5 bench, all I had was a little bit of lat work. Basically, I just did some bands and a couple sets of chin-ups, just kind of even myself out. Bands, I did pull-aparts, face pulls, and then just some kind of rows with them. And then I had overhead, probably the heaviest overhead workout I've ever done. 190 pounds, 4 sets of 5, and then 1 set AMRAP. So I want to show you guys that a little bit. My form is not perfect. I'm not really worried about it. I feel safe doing it. I brace, I hold my belt tight. A lot of strongman, different techniques with overhead, but to give a little lean backwards to get the bar moving. Obviously my mobility and my rack position isn't optimal either, but none of it stresses me because it doesn't injure me, and I feel like I'm making progress. So we often say at Super Training, Mark and myself, that progress is the ultimate answer. If you're making progress, you don't need to ask questions. If you're making progress, don't give a fuck what we're saying, because progress is what we're all searching for. Trying to get stronger, trying to get bigger, trying to get faster. And if those things are working, then whatever you do is working. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But there's also a quote that says, if it ain't broke, break it and make it better, which is a good path as well. If you're always trying to analyze how to get better, how to be optimal in different facets of your life, of your training, diet, nutrition, hydration. Diet and nutrition are the same, but just, want to sound fancy. Also your sleep. If you overanalyze those, sometimes there's analysis by paralysis. I'm just throwing out all these phrases, the cliche phrases, to make you guys believe that I'm a good coach and make you guys want to subscribe and follow me. Last couple sets here at overhead, it did feel heavy. It actually felt good in my hands, but it's hard to press. I've never been necessarily an overhead master. I've never done it for long periods of time. I have done it since working with Jeremy Hamilton, so that's felt good. But it's not something that I had regular in my workouts. I'd either do some side raises, some like shoulder flies, or dumbbell overhead, where I would do reps, 8 to 12 all the time, kind of more bodybuilding hypertrophy rep range, rather than now I'm using the OHP barbell overhead as more of a strength deal, which I don't mind. It feels good and I'm recovering from. So like I said, I feel like I'm making progress. I'm not worried about it. Next week, shit's getting heavy. We're 3 weeks out currently with this voiceover and this video. That means weights are getting above 90%. Both the bench, deadlift, and squat. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. Like that bitch, share that bitch, subscribe to that bitch, follow me to the platform. Thanks, guys.